Shoo, what is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Voltrons here, finally tuning in. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded a video, but here we are. We're gonna play some Modern Warfare 2 beta. Today is the last day of the beta, and I did play for a few days. It's definitely not my favorite Call of Duty, but I'm not gonna sit here and hate on everything because I think they do some things right, but there's definitely room for improvement. 100% room for improvement. First thing is this menu right here. This shit is confusing. I'm gonna be honest. Like I didn't know if this is a news feed. I didn't know if I need to scroll down. Like see, like when you press escape or try to go back, it wants to throw you onto the desktop. I think that's a sign to get the freak out of here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that's an issue. I guess like the news is the first thing you have to see, and then you can finally scroll down and look at what game mode you want to play. This is the create a class screen right over here. And you get to choose 2 regular perks and then 2 perks that you receive later on in the game. I don't know the exact details of how long you have to wait or how many kills you need or how many points you need before you unlock the next 2, but I know you progressively unlock the other 2. Some people are a fan of this, some people aren't. Me personally, I don't care for a system like this. I guess they just want to change the normal style of Call of Duty and try to throw a little twist on it just in case people are getting bored of the same thing. But in my opinion, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Some people might think this is better because it prevents people from getting, I don't know, I guess a stacked class right off the rip, and I guess you have to earn your way to get the better perks. I'm not 100% sure the motive here. I personally don't like it. I don't know if you guys like it. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm not going to be too hypercritical because this is a beta and there is almost a full month until the final release date, so I'm sure they're going to change a lot of things. One of the things that I don't necessarily like is the fact that red dots do not appear on the minimap. If the enemy team is shooting, they don't appear on your minimap unless you have a UAV. The reason the developers wanted to leave that into the game is because they say it promotes people from like going about the map and researching where the actual sound of the gunfire came from, as opposed to the minimap just giving them away. But I mean, that's what silencers are for, isn't it? I mean, that's why we would always put a silencer on our weapon back in the day. Here I am sounding like an old man back in the day. Back in my day, we used to have to put silencers on our weapons. Just kidding. Anyways, look how long this queue is. I don't know if that's the skill base kicking it. I actually have a feeling it is. So yesterday or 2 days ago, I played with my buddy. I was level like 14 or 12 or something. I was, I guess, like halfway through. And my friend, it was his first game on, and we were getting annihilated. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was because they took the average between me and my friend, or me and the entire team. I'm not sure what they did, but we were getting annihilated. It was like tough, man. It felt like I was playing at a LAN tournament. I think skill-based matchmaking is extremely important, and it keeps a game healthy, but I think it needs to be fine-tuned, right? Like, nobody wants to, you know, have to sweat every single game, because some people don't want to sweat every single game. I think if they implement a proper ranked match and have that be the sole game mode for skill-based matchmaking, maybe that might be the best thing for them, right? And I'm not saying don't implement skill-based into pubs. Otherwise, people would just, you know, 6-stack, 5-stack, whatever, into a public match and, you know, cream on little Timmy and his dad playing. You know, it's their only bonding time for the week. And here they are getting dookied on. Unfortunate. So now, when it comes to the weapons in this game, I like the weapons. They feel, I guess, pretty balanced. Nothing right off the rip started feeling super overpowered or underwhelming. But it's only a matter of time till those TikTok nerds are showing you how to build and create the meta weapon, meta class. Speaking of create a class, the weapons went back to only 5 attachments, just like Modern Warfare 2019. I personally don't mind the 5 attachments. I think it makes me think much more. I gotta be smarter about the classes that I'm making, right? Once they introduced Vanguard, especially into Warzone, and Vanguard as a standalone game, you had to choose, or you could choose, what is it, 10 or 12 attachments? I forget the number, but I know it was definitely more than 5. So you could build a pretty stacked out weapon with 5 attachments. You could put damn near whatever you wanted on it and not have any repercussions. At least now with 5 attachments, you have to choose whether you want a silence weapon, something for long range, or something that's built around close range and damage, long range and, you know, less accurate. So now you have to be a little bit smarter about how you are creating your classes. The kill streaks seem just about normal in this game. Nothing seems overpowered. Nothing seems underwhelming. I guess that the kill streaks might be the most balanced thing in the game, in my opinion. It doesn't seem like there's any one, outlying kill streak that's a must-have in order for you to win the game. Right over here, I throw a portable radar. I don't know if that's been in any Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3. I haven't played a lot of the Call of Duties. I'm going to be completely honest. After Modern Warfare 2, 2009, I played Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, 2, 3. I didn't play 4. I didn't play Cold War. I barely played Vanguard. I didn't play Advanced Warfare. I didn't play Infinite Warfare. I played a little bit of World War 2. God, there's so many Call of Duties now that I think about it. Golly. I'm kind of curious to think about how people are enjoying this game. It's definitely slowed down. So everyone's been complaining about, you can't slide cancel. The dolphin dive takes a long time to, before you can pull your weapon out. So it's definitely a slowed down game. In my opinion, I kind of feel like this game feels like a tactical shooter. Look at this guy just waiting for me. He heard my footsteps. The footsteps are extremely loud in this game. So it almost feels like I'm playing Valorant. I'm not even kidding. You have to hold your angles. You have to be extremely conscious of your own footsteps and listen to the footsteps around you. Because dead silence is a field upgrade yet again. There's no ninja perk. There's no dead silence perk, which I know a lot of people are, really upset about, honestly. Me personally, what do I think about it? I can see both sides of the coin. Right, so if dead silence, if somebody has silent footsteps at all times, you'll never know when someone's behind you or near you or whatever. But then if the footsteps are always so loud, then it kind of promotes even more camping, because now people are very conscious of how they're going to move. They're not going to maneuver the map loud as hell. They're not going to be running around corners, sliding around corners, because they will be heard. They will be anticipated. Right, there's a lot of predictability when it comes to this game. You're also not going to be expecting people to dolphin dive and slide mid-fight, because you can't shoot while doing so, and you can't cancel while doing so. So the movement to me does feel a little bit stiff. The gunfights kind of seem like every gunfight is one of two things. Either you stop and shoot your opponent, or you're bunny hopping. There's really nothing in between. It's just, you stop and shoot or bunny hop. And the bunny hop feels okay, honestly. I think once people start to realize that bunny hopping, I don't want to say it's going to be the meta, but is going to be probably your biggest skill gap in terms of movement in this game. I think we're going to see it more often. If you guys have played Modern Warfare 2019 or Warzone, you'll know that when you get your tac sprint and you start your B hop, you maintain momentum for like 2 or 3 hops. I think maybe even maxes out at 4. I don't know the specific number, but you get like 2 or 3 good hops. And the same thing happens in this game. Once you get your tac sprint, you can continue to B hop for about 2 to 3 jumps themselves and continue about your day. And you'll notice that in the middle of this game, I start to do it a lot more often. Right here, nobody's moving at all. Now I'm playing super tactical because I finally got a UAV. I see where people are. Like that one took a lot of bullets, but I also shot him in his big toe, so he probably ate a few bullets. And honestly, the last thing that I want to talk about with this game is how Warzone 2 is going to be. I only saw just a little bit of gameplay of Warzone 2. We don't get to, at least I didn't get to play Warzone 2 yet, but we've seen a few clips, and it seems like it's a little bit slowed down, but I got a feeling the pacing is gonna speed back up. The same thing happened when Warzone 1 came out, right? Like, we were all brand new to the game. We didn't know what weapons we want. We didn't, now when somebody goes to a loadout in Warzone, they know exactly where every item is on the list, right? So when they're scrolling the loadout, they know exactly where the buy plates is, where their buyback teammate is, where purchasing the loadout is. But when you're unfamiliar with a game like this one, you're not going to know where everything is right off the rip. But once that muscle memory starts to kick in, you'll know where things are. So I think, as time progresses, we will see an increase in pacing, because people are going to feel super familiar about the game. I think that's why Rebirth also felt really, really good for a lot of people, is because once they knew exactly what they wanted to do and how they wanted to play, you know exactly where everything is in terms of weapons and what guns you want to pick up and how you want to create a class. You can now just get into every single fight that you absolutely want to, and it became a lot faster pace of a game. I don't know. So I'm definitely very curious to see how Warzone 2 plays out. Look at me showing off my 250 KD. I'm a beast. That's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I'm definitely curious to see how you guys enjoyed the beta if you played it. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the full game. I did pre-order it and then ended up canceling my pre-order. So I guess we'll just see in a month if I play the game or not. Until then, guys, take it easy and I'll see you on the next video.